Hey there. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Just giving it a second to auto-populate for this impromptu that a lot of you guys have been asking me for. So once you're here, say hi so I could begin the process. Today, we are doing how Nikki puts her face on. Hey, Betty. Welcome. What the fuck did I do here? I wet my keyboard. Hey, Carla. So, hey, Joe. Hey, everybody. I'm getting there, guys. Hey, baby cakes. So, you know how everybody always asks me how I do my makeup? Guess what? As you can see, bare face. I'm going to show you guys how I do my makeup as well as talk about, shit that's going on. So, welcome. Yeah. Because it's how I do my makeup. Everybody always asks me how I do my makeup. So, I can't promise it's going to come out perfect because I don't have the mirror. All I have is this. But, yes. So... So do I, Christina. All right, so who's ready to see Nikki? Listen, this could go two ways. Sometimes my makeup doesn't come out as planned, but we'll see what happens, okay? So everybody ready? How's everybody holding up with this whole Mars retrograde, guys? Seriously, chakras are a must and I have that special running today. Marvin, I can do my, hold on, this is my baby daddy, 1 second. Hey, I'm live. I have to call you back. Doesn't always come out perfect, but let's pray for the best, right? Remember, everybody has different eyes, different facial features. So what I try to do is accentuate on my strengths, which obviously is my eyes. But not like what I'm saying is not everybody could use it. You could get the concept of the ideas depending on how your eyes are shaped and so on and so forth. But Marvin, I don't even need a mirror to do my makeup. So that's not even. Okay, so first off, and this is something that I learned, okay? Do your eyeshadow first. Why? Because if you fuck up and the residual that comes down, the best thing to possibly do is where you put your foundation and everything, and it'll clear that out. So this to me is the most important part of my makeup ritual, which is my eyes. I still got you guys there? Nobody's told me how they're feeling with this Mars retrograde. Come on, guys, it's fucked up, right? All right, so I technically have a go-to palette, which is my favorite palette for my eyes. I'm not picky. Most of the stuff you could get at drugstores or you could get, at the regular makeup counters. So I just go with what I like and what works for me. So 99.9% of the times I use Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette. As you can see, I use it a lot because it has, see? Why? Because it has the neutral tones as well as the black that I like. I'm all about the dark eyeshadows and stuff like that. So I usually start with like a base kind of color. I'm just trying to get the right palette. So is everybody there? All right. So let me see. I'm gonna go with doing the base in this color in the middle, which is called Lazarus. I actually love that color, Lazarus, because it's not too much. So here I go to the crease, okay? So I do the crease of it. See how I'm doing the crease? You know what? I don't feel like it's dark enough. So we get the crease going. Why? Because we're just going to set up a base for it, all right? Okay. Now, we're going to get a different color to start. No, I did not use primer. I normally don't use primer, to be quite honest, surprisingly enough. If the men leave, then it's on them. Don't regret it once I'm glammed up. So, then I want to use a little bit of a darker shade just in order to give it a little more depth before I go with the black. Okay, so I'm going to go with, let me see. I'm going to go with this one that's called Lucius. It's going to be this color right here. So with Lucius, I'm going to kind of come up a little bit over the crease, kind of like in a circular motion. You see how I'm going like in a circular motion? Because eventually we blend that all in. So you kind of bring that around and towards the bottom. So like thicker on the end and then a little lighter on the bottom. At the same time, we're going to get the halfway of the base that we did. You guys with me? Got a mirror right here. So then we go and we do the same thing to the other side. So we go up and around, from thicker to thinner, okay? And then again, we go into this part. We don't do the whole thing because we're going to do some other little magic work in there. So, depending on how high you want your arch to look, it's how high you would bring this base color up. Because remember, this is also a base since I'm going to do black with it. So we bring it up a little bit, at least for my eyes, that's how it works. Okay. And now to the fun part. Black. So, I couldn't find the brush that that is like literally my set brush for black. So we're going to try this one, all right? So now I get black. Okay. See how I'm going to come right here? See how it's already starting to, and I fix the edges after. Gonna copy, boom, 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 and then we blend. We gotta blend, okay? Because remember, we don't want it all the way down. Now, one thing we do want to do is get a thinner one. Kind of in the crease right here, just to give it a little depth at the end. Like towards the edge of it, you see? You guys see that? So let me go back to the other eye. And we are gonna do it. Remember, as high as you want the arch to look. If we're going for that smoky look, that is the best. At least for me. My eyes don't do well with like the lighter colors. So, blending, 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 blending. And again, we do the crease. The crease and the tiny little parts right here, okay? Right in the little parts. See, you see what I tell you, that's why I do my foundation after? Because you always get a little kickback after it. I'm just making sure they're symmetrical. Okay. Now we're going to highlight the actual brow. See, I'm using the lightest color just to illuminate it a bit, which is this color over here. But we're not only going to use that there. I look fucking crazy, people. So we're going to use it towards the beginning, and we're just going to blend. We're going to blend a bit. Blending a bit. You see how the color scheme starts blending? So we just got to blend it a bit. So it all looks even. Just a tad bit of blending. Nothing too crazy. See, this dark spot over here needs to go a little higher. Raise up hands, who's here? And now, with that being said, at least the eyeshadow portion is done. So now I just kind of retap this. All right. I get rid of all this shit, all that residual, because remember, sometimes, you know, the dust of it messes up. So we got semi-eyes done. So you see? Pretty easy, right? So while we're doing that, let's make sure we talk about the importance of the chakras during this time. Next, I'm going to put my foundation on. Hey. Oh, this is still not beautiful. So I usually use, like, depending. I like MAC, but that's when I'm, like, filming full coverage. This one's full coverage, but my color is honey because I'm tan. This is new. I've never utilized this. So let's pray for the best, okay? And this is a good way of blending. Put it on your lips too. I normally do not use concealer ever, just because I personally do not need it. But there's others that definitely, you know, with blemishes and stuff like that, they tend to use it a little bit more. Not me in my case. Right under that eye. Make sure you go all the way to your ears. Yeah, well, for dark circles, there's actually other color correctors that you could use we use greens, yellows, reds, depending on what it is that you're focusing on. Because with the dark, just the concealer is not going to really... I'm not a makeup artist by any chance, okay? Not. This is just things that I've learned throughout life. So far so good. Let me see myself. Okay, that's even. And now we go to the forehead. So make sure when you're doing your foundation on the forehead, you go up to the hairline. All right? And literally all around, okay? I'm doing great, baby cakes. Well, I'm alive. So now your face and your neck have to match, girls. So you make sure you bring down that foundation all the way around, because there's no point. I'm doing great. Hey, Maritza. So this is just since so many people have asked me how I get my makeup done, and since I have to go live on TikTok, guys, for those of you that are on Facebook, I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? So you see how we cover all aspects behind the ears. Why? Because if you're taking a picture, your face looks one color, your neck's going to look another color. You're going to look a little fucking crazy. Let's be honest. That's how it's gonna work. It's hot as fuck. Hold on, let me get my fan. So we're going through these crazy Mars energy. Everybody needs a chakra alignment. Remember, I'm doing the chakra alignment special. Oh no, honey. Today's the last day to get the special pricing for the chakra clearing and alignment. So now we start contouring. For this one, I'm going to whip out my mirror a second just so. Okay, so sometimes I do a mixture. Always when you go to contour, and that's to show your cheekbones, your jawline, it thins your face out, it makes your nose smaller, it gives a little more depth. You could use it in, I use a mixture of like liquid, and always has to be darker tones than your skin, as well as powder form. So you're coming from your cheekbone, okay? You see that shit? And don't bring it all the way to your mouth. Just bring it to, like, you see what I mean? Like, just bring it to a certain point. Okay? Also, we do a few little lines. A few little lines there. Fun part. Now, down our ears and our jawline. See the colors? That's to give your face a much. That's what this does. So you go down and across, depending on how you want your chin to look. You understand? I don't know what happened over here. I put something over there. I need to fix that. 1 second, because I'm not answering questions. We are talking about different subjects. This is an impromptu live because a lot of people have asked on how I do my makeup. So we could talk about different subjects, but answering the yes or no's, that is on Wednesday, okay? But feel free to join. So now for that, you need a blending brush. We got to make this shit happen. My contact's drying because of this. So we blend. You see, you do it like along the lines. Remember, up here too. If you want to make your forehead look smaller, then that's perfect. That's what works with that. Doon. And now we start blending. Don't get it on your eyebrows though, okay? Sorry, I have a broken contact. I'm not a makeup artist, but everybody has, you know. So we're going to let that sit for a few seconds just because of the simple fact that I'm going to use the powder form of bronzer next. Not bronzer, contour. Oh, I forgot, guys. Another thing, the nose, okay? And I usually start with the nose right at the eyebrow. And you could do it pointy just to make your nose feel. And we got to blend that shit too, okay? Hey, Damien, I'm not answering yes or no questions at the moment, but you could feel free to join us on Wednesday So we just gotta make sure that all of this is situated. Wow, that contact's really messing me up. So now next thing we do is we get our powder foam contour, okay? I sure can, Damien. So this one, obviously, I use a lot, but this is more of an enhancer. You know what I mean? Okay, we did that portion of it. Now, after I do that, I use a little bit of loose powder in order just to like hold that portion all together. Look at this. Lovely, right? Super sexy. I just need to drink something. Give me a second, guys. And we are almost there, guys. We are almost freaking there. Next thing that's important is eyebrows. I'm not one. Well, I personally don't use bronzers because I'm super tan. But this is just a loose powder in like a medium color. Just because it kind of sets the foundations and stuff like that. Remember, I'm dark, guys. So I can't. If I bronze, then it's going to be a little fucking crazy. And then I'll show you what I use after, because after I do use a setting spray. This loose powder, I love it. And to be honest, I got it at Dollar Tree. Sometimes you get good stuff at Dollar Tree. So not everything's of an expensive brand. Why? Because there's products that are great that you don't need to spend a lot of money with. So this is this LA Colors loose powder. I got it in medium. So we're going to kind of just go over everything. Now, we need blush. Because it's such dark colors, we need to give it a little pizzazz. So this is a palette that I have that was given to me. And I don't know how I feel about all the other stuff. But at least the portion of blush, I like it. So what I use. I think it's like Paris Hilton or something like that. So we tend to put it, like if you were like, think of you going, you know what I mean? Because if we have so much darkness, we have to give ourselves some color. Get what I mean? I put a little bit on my forehead also, just a little bit to give it a little bit more color. And now it's highlighter time. We tend to highlight upwards, and I usually under the contour line, just so you could be able to see the difference. And I put a little bit in this area and down the bridge of my nose just to give it a little depth. Okay, and then I kind of blend that also. Okie dokie, so we got that down packed. We're not done yet, but we almost are. Now, I'm not a fan of I'm not like the eyebrow queen or anything like that. My eyebrows are pretty simple, so what I do is I wet the brush And I get a certain type of brown. And then I just start kind of filling it. See, I just dirtied my face, but I'll fix that. Do a show with the fucking mirror. Team and I run too. This is just lovely. Thank God for foundation, right? Because that got a little cray-cray up in there. So I lick it, but you can use water in order to get the shape of the brows. So you kind of just fill in from the bottom, and depending on what shape you want or how dark you want them, I usually try not to do mine too dark because I'm blonde. So, fuck. Okay, so we did that, and you know what? I feel like doing a little more contour, even with this brown. I'm going to do a little more contour on the nose just so that it can actually be a little more visible. Because I feel like it's not as visible. It's not even worth it. It's like pointless. Get what I mean? Oh, whoa, I went a bit dark on that shit. I got the wrong color. But then we blend. There we go. Oh my God, my contact, people. I have a contact that's literally broken in half. So the eyeliner part's going to be fun. Which this coming up is my favorite part. Eyeliner. You know I can't live without eyeliner. I need this eye to stop eating shit. Let me clean all this so I don't have to keep on with the other stuff. Shoot a hello if you're here. Guys, remember I have limited openings for chakra clearing and alignments today. Hey Ashley. With that special that I'm running, so make sure that you send me the messages, okay? So, since I already have my eyeshadow on, now we do a little bit. I don't really do too much mascara, simply because I have long eyelashes to begin with. So I just kind of top, bottom, get them going. Thank you, Jacinta. Guys, for those of you that are on Facebook, Marvin, can you put the link? I need you guys to subscribe to YouTube. Once you subscribe to YouTube, make sure that under the last video, that's the Mars Retrograde 2020, comments, subscribed. Remember, we're giving giveaways. We're doing all kinds of things. And the chakra special at $20 will only last until midnight today. So we don't want to... Yeah, I do have... No, I'm not going out. I have to do a lot of work today. But since everybody has always asked how I do my makeup, I came bare. And I'm doing it for you guys because then after I have to film. So I might as well kill two birds with one stone, right? So... And this is technically where I can make or break my eyes, guys. The eyeliner. So for the bottom, I use a gel. Okay? So you see, for bottom, I use gel. Hi, doll. We're doing the Nicky makeup tutorial. So how many of you need your chakras cleared and aligned for the special price of $20? Well, I'm not answering yes or no questions, Tiffany, but you can inbox me and we could schedule something. See, this portion, I've kind of down packed because this is like my go-to, which is eyeliner. So we got that. For now, I leave it there just in case when I go to cat eye it. Here's the complicated part. It's not really complicated. It just depends on how... Where did my liquid liner go? My contact. Found it. It flew that way. 1 second, people. Oh! That contact's going to be the death of me. But since I have to be on camera, I have to look human, right? So, I can't live without my eyeliner. This isn't happening. So, I start at the top. You always go thicker, and then we go thinner. And I get it into a little bit of the lash area. After, I will join it and get the... I try, my love. I try. It's not always the point. Again, you could do this style with many different colors. I am just a dark eye shadow liner type of girl. So, guys, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, that's very, very important. So now I have to let it dry a little so I can get that cat eye and that point that I do to elongate the eye. Not that I need it, but I'm going to elongate the eye a little bit. I just need it to kind of simmer down. See right there, I had a little bit that I did not like. Okay, so now that that's almost dry, we're going to conjoin, and then I go over the gel with the liquid as well. Now, the secret to those of you that do not have big eyes is when you actually do these little parts in here, the teardrop parts, you make like a little V with the eyeliner. So it makes them, you see the difference in this one, then in this one, it makes it look deeper. Not bad, right? Now, it's lipstick time, people. Did I bring my lipsticks outside? I sure fucking didn't. I could have sworn I did. So I don't always use lip liner. I tend to use... Let me do this with the mirror. I tend to use eyeshadow. I wet it. It lasts longer. Always try to do that little like Cupid cuss thing. Obviously, depending on your lips, you could go a little outside of yours, but mine are a pretty decent size, so I don't really get too much into that. And I know I always have 10,000 lipsticks around, and today I cannot even find... Nicely done, Nikki. That was beautiful. Okay, well, I found a color. So now we're going to put this color that I could care less for, but... And you can actually, to kind of accentuate You could do a little line in the middle to give that cusp look with the same thing that you lined it with. So it'll be a little bit of a different color, you understand? Just to give it that little, you see? See how it gives it like that death? No, I don't. I just know how to work with my face. And then you took a picture of me, motherfucker. Marvin has the before picture. Now, the part to get everything to hold on to its place and make sure everything is situated, then that is going to be with setting spray. The setting spray is a lifesaver. It definitely does help a lot. This one's by the brand Milani. It's called Make It Last. You're supposed to shake it. And a zigzag. And then you kind of just let it dry. And guys, look, my makeup's done. This side is, because it's pretty hot, guys. So, thank you, Charlene. So, guys, now that we did the makeup, and now that we know how that's all about, let's talk a little bit, for those of you who have not seen the last live, which was all about March 2020, guys, watch it, because we need to be ready to know exactly what's happening, what's going to happen, what to look out for, how we can maneuver it through in a safe manner. You understand? So, for those of you that are on Facebook, how many of you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel? Raise of hands. Because I have so many followers on Facebook, yet I need you guys to cross over to YouTube. So see? And that's that I didn't have like a face mirror. Usually it's a lot faster. Since I was trying to kind of explain it. Took a bit longer. But I definitely went from fucking terrible to like human looking. That was me before. Thank you, Marvin. See? And it really didn't take that long. Two different people. I only do makeup when I come on camera or when I'm going out. The majority of the time, I do not. So, raise of hands, who's here? I appreciate that, but I like to cover my freckles. Getting older, guys. I'm getting older. Getting older. Things start not working how they should. So, remember, guys, it's important. The chakra special is running only till today for $20. Everybody should get one because, like I said, Mars is going to be very hectic, very aggressive, and we have to be completely balanced and in peace. Also, we are having our workshop webinar coming up. We already did a bunch of stuff for it today, so make sure you keep an eye on that. I'll be posting little impromptu things here and there, but I figured I'd share my makeup routine with you guys since so many of you ask me all the time. Raise of hands, who's here? So I know I got Christina for her chakras. All right, guys. So I actually have to sign off because I have to film something. Exactly. We need our chakras aligned. We need so inbox me if you need your chakras aligned. Inbox me if you need a session. Bear with me with the sessions, okay? There's a lot going on, and I'm working through Okay, Charlene. Jill, patience is a virtue, baby. You'll find it. So, guys, Marvin, if you could post a link to YouTube so that I can have the Facebook people subscribe to it. Yes, I can, Charlene. Just inbox me and I'll put you on the list for tonight. Space is limited, and remember, it's a special for $20. So let's get that situated. So session-wise, let me know. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon.